with water.
Of course you can, darling.
Well, I wrote the unseen, and then spent a long time trying to make it in various places all over the world, in Puerto Rico and Mallorca, because it had a lighthouse as a major setting, and then I reset it in the Lake District, and then it came together. I was fascinated by the idea of making a film that was cinematic, but didn't use CGI, and I came up with this idea of having a woman who has panic attacks which make her go temporarily blind, or her vision is affected, and that allowed me to let the audience, if you like, suffer in the same way that she does, and that was my way into the story. So we have a woman who thinks she's responsible for the death of her child and suffers from these panic attacks, and then we are then invested in her, and we see exactly what she sees. And that struck me as a powerful way of getting an audience to be invested and use their imaginations in a film, because they have to see things. They can only see certain things, and they can only hear certain things. And that struck me as being a sort of almost like an antidote to the huge CGI films where everything's on the screen and you don't know where to look, and here everything's incredibly focused. And that was something I was really keen to do. Yeah, we've got an extraordinary cast. I mean, Jasmine Hyde, I did a play in the West End a year ago, and Jasmine was in that, and I just realised how incredibly talented she was. That was a comedy, but I realised she was very talented generally. And I guess also you build up a level of trust with an actor. And so when I showed her the script for The Unseen, she just, said she really wanted to do it, and I actually really wanted her to do it. So we got very lucky, and she's been in like radio and TV and stuff, but this is her first lead role, and she's getting amazing reviews for it. I mean, really through the roof. I mean, she's been called sublime and a sort of powerhouse kind of performance, and it is. I mean, she's in every scene. So I think that we got very lucky that our sort of paths had crossed over the play. And then Simon Cotton and Richard Flood were both. I was very keen to have with Richard Flood a husband for Jasmine, who they're so happy for such a short time in the film that I needed someone who I knew people would want these people that would care about them and sort of fall in love with them immediately. And Richard, as soon as I met him, I knew was that person and would be perfect as Jasmine's husband. And Simon, again, was he's got such a strong voice and a strong look, and doesn't look like Richard. So they're both leading men, but they look very different. And as soon as I met him, it was like, okay, these are the three, and I built up the film around them. I hope that people are thrilled by it in the broadest possible sense, and I hope that they're moved by it, and I hope that they talk about it, because one of the great things, one of the great powers of cinema that I had from when I was a kid is that I didn't used to just go and see a film and then go out and have a pizza. I used to want to talk about the film. And it's one of those films. When you go back to my childhood, I used to love it when I saw a film that I then wanted to talk about, not just see a film, but want to talk about it afterwards. And I hope that this psychological thriller, though it falls into that genre, has sufficient in it for British audiences to really want to talk about it afterwards.
What happened?
I heard you!
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.